Greenwood leaders have used several titles to describe Elisjsha Dicken, the 22-year-old Indiana man who intervened in a mass shooting at the Greenwood Park Mall on Sunday night. A hero. A good Samaritan, even. Gun rights advocates have yet another, a good guy with a gun. "I'm grateful a good guy with a gun was there to prevent further casualties and am praying for the families who lost loved ones in this senseless tragedy," said U.S. Representative Jim Banks, a Republican who represents Fort Wayne and the Northeast. As happens with just about every mass shooting these days, of which there are plenty, including what appeared to be 2 in the Indianapolis area on Sunday, Americans were quick to respond to the news, depending on their views about guns. Even when details about the mass shooting at Greenwood Park Mall were sparse, the moment served as a rallying cry for politicians and advocates who argue that law-abiding citizens with guns are an antidote to America's spate of mass shootings. They have long pointed to incidents where armed bystanders stepped in to stop active shooters, such as when volunteer security guards ended mass shootings at churches in Colorado in 2007 and Texas in 2019, or when a psychiatrist successfully defended himself and others in a Philadelphia hospital in Greenwood Park Mall shooting. What we know Sunday's cry, though, came just hours after the news emerged that a Texas House committee noted that police officers failed to intervene to stop the massacre of children and teachers at Robb Elementary in Uvalde in May. All told, 376 police officers were present at the scene, the report found, or, as they were quickly criticized on social media, nearly 400 good guys with guns who failed to stop one bad guy. But in Indiana, the armed bystander's actions provided a sharp contrast. He was a good guy with a gun. And, while 3 people were fatally shot and 2 others were injured, Dicken stopped the bad guy before he hurt more people. Those views were galvanized on Monday as authorities began releasing more details about Dicken's actions, which the Greenwood police chief described as both proficient and tactically sound. Armed bystanders' actions were nothing short of heroic, praising him as a hero, Greenwood Police Chief Jim I. The chief also released more information about the victims and the alleged perpetrator, including a timeline. At 5:56 p.m. Sunday, Elisjsha said, the perpetrator exited a mall bathroom and, using a rifle, began firing at people in the food court. Dicken, a 22-year-old man from Seymour, had been shopping at the mall with his girlfriend, Elisjsha said. Within 2 minutes of the gunman opening fire, Dicken drew his handgun and began firing at the perpetrator. The perpetrator attempted to retreat back to the bathroom, but collapsed to the ground.